And there came a day unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat.
There's something really scary about a guy with a knife who just snaps.
Let's do some gratuitous violence.
Hello, this is God.
Yes, hello, it's Earth. Can you cure global warming?
Click.
You will witness what happens here today, and you will tell of it later.
What, seahorse seashell party? Who didn't invite me?
All right.
Let the game begin. You must watch, team. It'll all be over.
I am the designer and writer of the Drinkingquest series.
Okay, so now tell me what this Drinkingquest is all about. What does that mean? Let's all get drunk?
Yeah, it's a half drinking game, half role-playing game. Well, what's a role-playing game? It's like Dungeons and Dragons. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It's you're having fun killing dragons and leveling up and opening treasure and stuff like that. And traditionally, it's kind of it's very rules heavy. That's a pretty complicated game. But then drinking games are they're really easy and they're quick and you're getting drunk. And so the idea of a drinking role-playing game is pretty silly because you're combining this kind of long, drawn-out, kind of intentionally kind of dry format with a drinking game, which is big and silly and kind of sloppy, and it makes for a great comedy game, underneath that.
So, like, how often, since this is a drinking one in particular, how often do you end up drinking, like, playing this game?
That's a great question. I only consider it a half drinking game. And typically, if you play drinking games, you've ever researched drinking games, they're inherently flawed. It's most of them translate into drink as much as you can, as fast as you can. There's no game element. There's no safety element. There's no way to pace it. So with a drinking RPG, because it has that RPG half, this needed to be something where, first of all, you actually finish the game, and second of all, I wanted to be something safe that wouldn't be sending people to the hospital and things like that. So as far as drinking games go, it has a pacing mechanism, and it's on the lighter to moderate side over the course of about 2 hours, which is how long a game takes. So I wanted to make something that, as far as drinking games go, it's socially responsible. But at the same time, this mixes two of my favorite things, which is gaming with your friends and having some drinks. And I think it does it in a really fun way. And I've been getting great feedback, and I've been able to make several games in the series, and that's how I make a living. So.
All right, so I don't mean this as an insult when I ask.
Yep.
But it's going to sound that way when I ask.
No problem.
How do you bring non-nerds into it? With me being a nerd myself, that's my caveat.
Completely by accident is the way. When I designed the game, I did not intend people who weren't already playing Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't think there was any appeal. I didn't think they would be into it. I didn't think they would get the parody, honestly. What ended up happening was the exact opposite. People who play Dungeons and Dragons in that style of game are using Drinkingquest as like an introduction to the basics kind of thing, because it's a very simplified role-playing game, that type of game. And so people like drinking, they're like, hey, I've got this drinking game, and so now they know how hit points work and all these other kind of role-playing buzzwords and things like that. So.
All right, thank you very much. Is there anything that you want to get out there that I haven't asked?
You can see everything at drinkingquest.com, links to social media, every game I've made. There's a lot of really funny stuff on there.